My name is Benton Stokes. I'm a former fundamentalist, post-evangelical worship leader, and songwriter. I enjoy wry Manhattans, roller coasters, and road trips, just not all at the same time.
I'm Elane O'Rourke, and I'm a teacher, an author, and a spiritual coach. I was a philosophy professor and a liberal pastor in a couple of former lives, and these days I love aha moments and not-so-dry martinis.
We have conversations about life and God with a queer perspective, over cocktails, like you. This is Cocktail Theology. So what are we drinking?
We are drinking something I'm calling for the moment, but I'm open to better names, the Welcome and Good Night.
Oh, I like that name.
It's a riff on a fairly traditional nightcap. See what you think.
All right. Yeah, that's good. What's in it?
You like it?
Yeah.
You're not sure. You're giving me the looking over your glasses look.
No, it's not what I expected.
Oh, okay. In no order.
Uh-huh.
Honey.
Okay.
That you're tasting the honey, and that's local honey. It's got a pretty pronounced flavor. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Okay.
Averna.
Ah, okay.
And Pim's Cup.
Oh, okay. So yeah, those last two things. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does have a nightcap kind of
It does. It's the lemon and honey
thing about it. Yeah.
And then the Averna gives it some depth, and the bourbon does a little bit of that too. But the Pim's Cup we don't use.
No.
And so I thought it would be fun to Pim's Cup us a bit.
It's nice.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would make a very good nightcap.
Yeah. That's like
It's too early for that though, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. What are we talking about tonight, sir?
You'll go with me here.
Okay.
So
I usually do.
We're at the beginning of Pride Month as we record this. And I was thinking about one of the accounts in the Bible that evangelicals and fundamentalists and other crazies point to.
You mean F up royally?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead.
Regarding the quote-unquote sin of homosexuality.
Right.
Is the story of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
And
Sorry.
and it's really, really clear that the thing that God was smiting Sodom over was how they were treating the strangers.
That's
how
right.
they were treating the outsiders.
That's right.
It wasn't about men having sex with men or anything like that.
In fact, it's even stated in the Bible
It is.
what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay,
it is.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
So it occurs to me that hospitality is something that matters to God.
Yes.
And hospitality shows up a lot in the Bible. I think about the Mary and Martha story. Mm-hmm. And I think about all the times when, even in the upper room, when Jesus invites everybody over for dinner. So much of culture during those times, and also today, is built around the table and around, having friends over, having family in, those kinds of things. And so hospitality, I think, is something that is important in the fabric of who we are as human beings. Mm-hmm. And I think we are living in a particularly inhospitable time.
Yes.
Where people are not being very welcoming toward people who they don't think like, look like, sound like. So I thought it might be a nice thing to talk about hospitality.
Yeah.
How do we, because it's important to God, then what does that mean for us?
Right.
And how do we engender a spirit of hospitality in our own lives, in our churches, in our communities?
Okay. I am reminded of a couple of episodes ago when you were comparing the two Starbucks on the opposite side of your parents' house.
Right.
One that's very inhospitable,
Yeah.
and the other which feels hospitable and comfortable and homey to you, and welcoming to you. Mm-hmm. Another example comes to mind from the Bible, and that is when Abram opens his home to the angels. Right?
Yeah.
And it's pointed to throughout Scripture as being a symbol of hospitality, emblematic of hospitality. Mm-hmm. And even, you be good to people for you might be entertaining angels unaware, right?
Yeah.
That's not exactly the quote, but you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But often when we think of hospitality, or at least when I think of hospitality, it's around home and food. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering whether those are essential to the notion of hospitality, or whether hospitality has a different thing to it. I'm thinking about homes I've been invited into, or events I've been invited to and attended, that were big spreads, fancy, really nice, and didn't feel hospitable.
Yeah.
So the equation of food or the equation of home and hospitality, like those are not the same thing. There's something different, right?
There's something different.
Okay. Maybe you could talk a little bit about what hospitality feels like for you or means for you, or the way you see it in the Bible, something like that. Give me something to work with here.
Yeah. For me, hospitality, you mentioned home, and I think it is a place where you feel at home, so welcomed.
Okay.
And yes, many times there is food or drink involved, but it doesn't have to be. It can be conversation. It can be just atmosphere. It can be music that evokes a certain feeling, whether that's uplifting and in that kind of feeling, or whether it's subdued and comforting and relaxing. Creating an atmosphere, I think, is part of hospitality. I think creating a warm and welcoming place. If there's loud, abrasive sounds or music or bad smells or whatever, that doesn't lend itself to good hospitality, right?
Okay.
And I don't think that you have to be with friends to feel hospitality.
Okay.
I've been in situations, certainly, where I've been around strangers but felt welcome, felt like there was a warmth about the place and about the people. And I think that's a big part of it. Maybe, some of that could be an openness, like from the people there, the people hosting, but also the people attending. Like, there's just an openness to be yourself. Like, this is a safe place. Maybe that safety is an important piece of it, so that people feel like it's okay.
Right.
To maybe let their guard down a little. And not necessarily being around people that, look and sound and think like you. I have found some of the most hospitable spaces to be around people that don't look and think and talk like me. I don't think those are necessarily indicators of hospitality, because I've been in plenty of places where people look and think and talk like me, and it's not welcoming or hospitable.
Right.
That might be some of it. So it's creating an atmosphere. It's an openness from the people who are there, and it's safety. It's feeling like you can be yourself, and that's perfectly okay and fine, and even encouraged.
Okay. So I'm hearing a number of things. One is there's an intentionality to ambiance that you're pointing to, because you think in terms of music and smells and stuff like that. So there's something about the physical atmosphere.
Yeah.
There's something about the environs in terms of the vibe is the only way I can think about it. And you said, use the words warm and welcoming, and you talked about being yourself.
Yeah.
What occurred to me as you were speaking was, in the places that I have felt welcome, truly welcome, I have not been concerned about messing something up.
Yeah.
I haven't been concerned that I would put a foot wrong.
Right.
It wasn't because I knew what to do. It was because people weren't looking for me to put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
So there's something about that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Okay. So part of a hospitable environment is that you don't set people up to fail. You're not looking for them to get it right or get it wrong. And I would think that that would include not overly explain how we do things around here.
Right.
But you need a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Because what you don't want to have happen is somebody is breaking all the rules and has no idea and would have been perfectly happy had they known. So there's something about that you're not going to go so far wrong that you're going to be shunned or ignored or glared at. Okay. So that's good. There's something in hospitality about abundance. And I'm not sure exactly what that means. I don't mean that the table has to be overflowing with food. I don't mean that drinks have to be free flowing. It's more about whatever is available is one's as well.
Yeah.
So if we meet up and all you've got is water, you offer me water.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
And not like, oh, you look thirsty. do you want my water? But a sense of, you'd like to share your water with me. That it would give you pleasure to do that.
Yeah.
So there's something about sharing.
Yeah.
And something about the person who is being hospitable getting pleasure from the doing of it.
Yeah.
They're not doing it because they have to. They're
Right.
doing it because they want to.
Because they want to.
Okay. So if I go to my barista and my barista is grumbling as they write their name on my cup, that's not hospitable.
It is not.
Okay. All right. So you said that, and I would agree with you, that God cares about hospitality. What does that mean for us? Because at least in a lot of the traditions we're familiar with, God's hospitality goes about this far. It goes really well if you're Abram, but getting into heaven, maybe not so hospitable.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Now, obviously, we don't believe that.
Right.
But if God is the perfectly hospitable host, where do we have to fall in? How do we, like, what does that mean? Do I have to invite everybody who's going down the street into my home? Do I have to greet every person on the street with a warm welcome and a tip of my hat? What does that look like?
There are a few things there. I think you don't have to invite everyone into your
Oh
home.
my God.
But I think about the Good Samaritan meeting someone where they are,
Okay.
bringing hospitality to them.
Okay.
So acts of kindness that you do out in the wild are an extension of hospitality, I think.
Okay.
Like when you buy the minivan full of kids behind you, you pay for their meal at the drive-thru McDonald's.
Okay.
That would be an act of hospitality or kindness, I think.
Okay.
So it's not creating a place, not a physical place, but it's more of a way of being.
Okay.
When you do invite people into your home, making it feel safe for everyone who's there. And that may mean bringing in a diverse group of friends or even people who have never met before. And you're creating a space where conversation can happen, where there's music and there's food and it's just light and easy, and it's not like we're here to debate ideas, right? It's not that. But it's more like, I want to learn more about, your culture or your food or your family or whatever. I mean, that kind of thing I think is cool and helpful. I've worked in hospitality for over 20 years, and so I know from a business standpoint what you do to make a place feel hospitable, but I think those same principles spill over into my personal life and when people come over, the way I like for things to look and smell and all that. So much of hospitality is really just smiling, having a hello, a kind how are you, a genuineness, I think, is important so that it doesn't come off feeling fake. I mean, all of us have been in, hotels or Starbucks or wherever where they're paid to welcome you.
Yes.
And it feels incredibly disingenuous. And they're kind of doing it through gritted teeth or whatever, right?
Okay.
A genuineness is important, and that has to be evident.
You just made it much harder. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Maybe I did.
And that's not bad.
Uh-huh.
But it's important, I think, because it sounds like to exercise hospitality, to create a hospitable place, your desire to do that has to be genuine.
It does.
That narrows down how many people are going to be hospitable.
It's true.
Do you think hospitality can be trained into a person?
Well, as someone who trains in hospitality, you can give people the tools.
Okay.
You can give people the expectations.
Okay.
You can describe what kind of environment you want to create and how they play a role in that. You can talk about the things that are deterrents to hospitality and ways that you don't behave and things that you don't say. But I think if you don't have a desire to be hospitable, pulling it off might be hard. Might be hard for you.
Sure.
And it might not be completely believable.
Right.
And the thing is it doesn't make you a bad person if you're shy and it's hard for you to be outgoing or whatever. It's hard for you to express. You're not trying to be off-putting or you're not trying to leave people out. It's just you don't know how to do it. And in those cases, sometimes I can give people, here are a couple of leading questions that can engage in conversation while you're having this transaction with somebody to make it more of a human interaction and not just a transaction. I can give people those kinds of tools, but yeah, at the end of the day, I think if you really want to be a hospitable person and create atmospheres that are hospitable to everyone, welcoming to everyone, then it kind of has to be in you, and you have to really want to do that.
So in institutions, then, there are going to be plenty of people who just aren't hospitable people.
Sure.
I think about how many churches I've been to that are not hospitable at all.
Sure.
And they may do the right things. They may have a greeter. They may have people at their welcome booth. They may hand you things. They may sit you at their seat, all the things, but it still doesn't feel hospitable.
Yeah.
So part of what I'm hearing is that hospitality has to be a spiritual discipline. There has to be something in the shaping of your spirit where hospitality matters.
I think so.
And you're engendering it.
Yeah.
Then there are also tools and certain kinds of norms. You don't poke fun at somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious stuff, right? You said something about making it a safe space. That means to me that you also have to have boundaries. It means if somebody is misbehaving, you remove them.
Yeah.
If they can't shape it up.
Right.
And you can't be afraid to do that. You
Yeah.
can't be like, oh, I won't be being hospitable to George when George is assaulting Jane, you know?
Right.
If George can't play nice, he doesn't get to be in a hospitable place.
Right.
Okay. I get all those things. You mentioned the Mary and Martha story, and one of the markers of that story is that Martha's not being hospitable.
That's true.
Because she's too anxious.
Yeah.
She's worried about making the food and making people comfortable and getting everything.
She's doing all the things.
She's doing all the things, but she's not being hospitable.
Right.
So there's something about the attitude. And I think there is one thing that we can really practice, and that is practicing gratitude for people in our lives.
Yeah.
So that if I'm practicing gratitude for the person who comes into my home, I don't necessarily want to see, but I want to be hospitable towards, then I can be grateful that I have a home for that person to come into.
Sure.
I can be grateful that, I don't know, they wanted to come over, or somebody I love loves them, or, whatever the things are. I can practice that gratitude for their existence.
Yeah.
I can work at seeing that they are a child of God, that they have Christ's light in them. I can practice those things, which will make me more hospitable by virtue of appreciating their humanity.
Yes. And I think that's a big part of it, too, is recognizing the humanity of every person that you encounter.
Yeah.
You engage in conversation with the person at the drive-thru and not just recognize them as somebody who is there to hand you food and take your money.
Right.
But they are, again, a child of God.
Right.
I have to do that when I'm working with guests that feel a little prickly or difficult. And so I have to
you could just talk to me, man.
You just have to get past that veneer.
Yeah.
And many times, if you can pierce the veneer, then they're just ready to talk and they're ready to just smile and be warm. But you have to get past that guarded thing that, particularly now, that so many of us feel when we go out into the world. It's just like you're on guard. You just feel it.
Yeah.
Anything that we can do in our interactions with people, strangers or friends or in your home or out of your home or whatever, anything that we can do to recognize one another's humanity and not just see red or blue or black or white or gay or straight or, these binaries that we all seem to be existing in right now, whether we adhere to them or not.
Right.
Anything we can do to diminish all of that is an act of hospitality.
Interaction, not transaction.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I can maybe do that after I get a nap. But right now, I'm barely hospitable to you.
I think if you finish that drink, you probably will have an.
Okay. There's a plan then. I'm feeling very hospitable towards this drink right now. I am grateful for its existence.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't even riff on this now.
Listeners, we love hearing from you. CocktailTheology.com is where we are. Please share with us things that you do to make your home a hospitable place? What are things that you do maybe in your job, like me? What are some things that you do to make people feel welcome in your place of work?
Where are you finding challenges to being hospitable? Like,
Yeah.
where is it a struggle for you these days?
Yeah, I can think of a lot of places where it might be a struggle for people. So please do get in touch. Cocktailtheology.com is where we are. Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, and share wherever you are because it helps people find us.
That's right, like you.
Yes.
And we welcome them.
And we welcome them and we welcome you.
Absolutely.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Funny how the view can change, how life just seems to rearrange itself. No matter what it was, I don't know how it goes, but look, moving on feels pretty good. Moving on feels pretty good.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like and hit subscribe wherever you're listening right now. We welcome your comments, questions, and ideas for conversations and for cocktails. Please get in touch with us at our website, cocktailtheology.com. Cocktail Theology is a production of SFS. Our theme song is Moving On Feels Pretty Good, recorded by yours truly, Benton Stokes. You can find my music wherever you stream your favorite artists. Join us next Thursday for another new episode.